Welcome to Know Your Faith series. I am Collins, and today we'll be discussing how to behave in the presence of the Blessed Sacrament. Now, the Blessed Sacrament is basically the body and blood of Christ. And so when we actually go out to our normal events, normal civic events, or you just find yourself in a certain location, there are certain ways to behave. The way you conduct yourself in school is quite different from the way you conduct yourself at home. So it's very, very important that we learn how to behave in the presence of the Blessed Sacrament. First is that you need to retain perfect silence. I think it's very, very important. A whole lot of people sometimes, in the presence of the Blessed Sacrament, have certain unnecessary discussions and so many things that are not necessary begin to go on at that point. It's difficult, yes, but you are actually supposed to maintain perfect silence. Second is that no one is allowed to touch the monstrance or the lunar. I know that we always want to go and touch and then kiss or do the sign of the cross because we feel that way our prayers have been answered. But not really. You don't have to touch the monstrance or the lunar because Christ is actually present in the Blessed Sacrament. Even for the priests have to use a veil, like we talked about in previous episodes of KYF. Another is that you should not turn your back on the Blessed Sacrament. So when walking out of the chapel, you walk backwards, genuflect, and then you take your leave. Simple things like switching off your phone and other electrical devices, we know how tempting it can be. But once you are in the presence of the Blessed Sacrament, switch off every other thing and just be present. Avoid unnecessary talks, conversations, and distractions. Avoid chewing gum. Once you're coming in, anything, whether you're eating or whatever it is you're eating, drop it outside of the chapel. Avoid chewing gum because you're in the presence of Christ. Christ is there with you. The best thing you could do is just be present there with him. So, like I said, the same way you conduct yourself when you go out for civic events, you're in a meeting, a conference, is likewise the same way you should conduct yourself when you're in the Blessed Sacrament. So there are certain things that you should and should not do. And I hope that from this episode, you've been able to get the necessary things that you should do and the ones that you should not do in the presence of the Blessed Sacrament. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Very important to get more content like this. So till we meet again, be bold and be Catholic.